Hello once again to everybody to the Playmakers this week, brought to us by our great friends at Zoom Video Communications. Joining us once again, as he always does, is one of the legends of our great club, John Sutton. How are you, Johnny?
I'm good, Marcus. How are you?
Yeah, can't complain, mate. Can't complain. What a magnificent victory on the weekend for the young guns of the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, it was. We had some young players in there. Lockie on debut. The boys really stepped up and got a good victory. Nico leading the boys out, and it was a great game for Nico himself being captain and the young boys coming in and stepping up.
Yeah, he led really well, and it started during the week, Sut, just in the team meetings when Nico was announced as captain. You could just tell there was a good vibe. There's been a great vibe up here amongst the group, as I've spoken about many times. So for us internally, it wasn't a surprise to see how well they performed.
Yeah, I was always confident that the boys would go out there and get the job done. Obviously, they've been training all year most of them against the first grade, and they all knew their roles, and they perfected it for most of the game.
Yeah, they did, and there were 4 development players out of our squad in that team, and the percentage of our salary cap that didn't play is amazing. Okay, and we talked to the great work of Junior Totola, Mark Nichols, Big Tao Mogo making his debut for the club, Paddy Mago, Jed Cartwright. I probably obviously missed some here and there, and Campbell Graham's game too was outstanding.
Yeah, Stretch is getting back to career best form. I think his defence is second to none out there. He really keeps his opposition centre to no yards and really stamps his mark on them. So yeah, Stretch is just going from strength to strength.
I agree with you there, mate. He's had a few little hiccups throughout the year. Had that bit of a concussion that set him back. He had a limited off-season with training-wise, but I think he's just about to peak.
Yeah, I reckon he is too. He's probably one of the best defensive centres in the game. And, he's tall and rangy, so he scored a couple of meat pies as well, which was good to see.
Yeah, it was good. And the other thing for me was good, the spine, the spine we had there, the 3 great mates, the 3 amigos, as a lot of them call them, and then the old master of Benji there, helping them to get through it. Well, it was great for Benji to be able to help those kids along in such an important game for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. I think, Benji was great. His kicking game was awesome pretty much all night, but it really set the tone in that first half, and he was kicking to the corners and the boys were bashing him in defence. Yeah, it was an all-around great performance.
Yeah, the boys, Wade made reference to it in the team meeting that nobody came in and just played like individuals. They all played to the process that we want to play to. And because we completed so highly, it helped us in the end, because a lot of those guys haven't played football for ages, and by completing, it kept our juice.
Yeah, that's another thing. Obviously, there hasn't been a reserve grade, and yeah, it would have been most of the boys, first time playing this year, Tao in the first grade. So, no, it was a great performance. Obviously the 3 amigos have played a lot of under 20s footy together, and it was great to see them step up in first grade and do a great job.
Yeah, it was, and it just shows that we've the future of the club looks bright with those guys coming through. We've got a great squad together still at the moment that's going to go on with this season, but as we move forward to keep that consistency for us in the top 4 and that, we need those young guys coming through, and what happened on the weekend showed us that potentially can do it.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, the future is bright here at South, but I think, going into the semis, they're going to have a role to play. Taffy, never know, Lockie might get another start. So, obviously, they'll just keep working hard, keep learning off Benj and Cody, and you never know, we might need them.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, mate. And that's one thing they're all keen to do. They're all keen to learn about. As you said, some great teachers there. We've got Latrell's helping Taff out this week. Got Reno and Benji and Katie being great for the halves. Cookie there with Pete. And what about Pete Mamazoulis? 50 tackles in 60 minutes.
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously he's not the biggest guy, so they're going to pick him out in defence. And, he held his own. Made some great tackles, obviously picked on, but, I was very proud of the way Pete went.
He caused them some problems in attack too when he was getting out for a few darts here and there.
Yeah, well, I don't think they've seen his full repertoire yet. He's got a really good dummy. He's got some speed. He did get out, but I think there's a lot more that we haven't seen from Pete.
It's time for the big time this week, mate. Hey, the championship rounds are certainly on. Looking forward to coming up against Panthers.
Yeah, it should be a great game. Obviously they got it over us the last game, but we're quick learners, and I'm sure we'll turn that around.
That's a good call, and we can just hope that the officials can get a sort of even share of penalties, etc., to make it an even sort of game, because I think that made a massive difference in the last game that we played.
Oh, for sure. I think it was 11-2 penalty count, and when one of the top sides getting that much ball, they're going to somehow break us down, but yeah, even penalty count this week would be great.
Yeah, and I just hear a little bit of vibe from Penrith, and you hear in an interview here and there that South are a good team, but we know how to beat them. Well, that's good. I'm glad they know how to beat them. They'll have to work it out on Saturday night, because we've got a few plans in place that might help us too.
Yeah, I'm sure Wayne and the coaching staff will come up with a great game plan this week, and I'm just looking forward to seeing them. Very excited, and can't wait to see the boys in action.
Yeah, and as should all the members and all the fans and everyone involved back home in Sydney. As I say every week, I realise how tough it is down there. But as again on the weekend, we promise we're going to give you good performances to watch. Our young guys did it, and I know our senior players and our top squad will do it this week. You'll be proud of us on Saturday night, I can assure you that. See you next week, Sut.
See you, Marcus.